Hey, gorgeous soul, Gaby Kowalski here. And with this video, I'd love to do two things. One, go on a beautiful deep dive journey with you into what are the soul missions that New Earth creators came here with, meaning what are the main soul missions? And there are three. How many? Three. What are the main three missions that are coded into our soul blueprint, into our mission, beautiful blueprint that we came here to fulfill in order to co-create a new earth, a new world, a new crystalline age of existence. And two, I want to chat to you about joining me on a mission, on an adventure, a profound, wonderful co-creation to work within these beautiful three missions together. So, let's start with the first one. So the first thing I want to share is, for a lot of souls on the planet, when their missions start to activate inside of their field, the first signs are this kind of inner knowing, this beautiful inner knowing of there's something more that I'm meant to do here. It's like this kind of amnesia with a great desire to make a difference. And that is literally the beginning, the starting point into the mission ascension journey, meaning our soul missions literally take us on an ascension path, having us remember more and more of who we truly are as a multidimensional being, as a soul consciousness, and have us call back more and more of our soul memory into this incarnation, into this consciousness stream, and allowing us to reconnect and, truly access the wisdom, the knowledge, the skills, the tools from all the other mission lifetimes that are in resonance with this one. Yet ultimately, what often happens is that people, when their missions activate, when there's this desire to make a difference, there's one of the first places people look into is the business world, meaning a lot of people believe they've got to turn their mission into a business. And I really would love to have this way of looking at mission be put to the side for this conversation, please, if that's cool. and have you kind of zoom out with me, out of the physical planes, out of the third dimension, out of the fourth, into the fifth and sixth and seventh dimension of consciousness, where we go beyond the money grids, just for a moment. The money grids, which are basically reality architecture that has us co-create realities where there's a money exchange. And for the most part, a lot of souls are living interwoven or co-creating with those grids at this time point. However, as we continue to ascend and as we fully create and initiate a new earth, there'll come a time where there'll be no need for money anymore. The energy exchange will be in codes, not in currency as we know it. And so our greater missions, aren't only found within a business, aren't just found within the money grids. That doesn't mean that we don't have missions that can work within the money grids. And for the most part, I'll share a little bit in a second about that. For the most part, it actually is in high resonance too, to build what I call beautiful temples of ascension within the third and fourth dimensional grid architecture, which means having offerings where we share beautiful codes and we take people on ascension paths and they give us a beautiful exchange and say thank you with money currency. Yet, I'll talk about that a little bit later. Right now, I want to talk to you about missions beyond the money grids, missions beyond creating products, creating offerings. And there's three primary missions. One, I want to share them with you and go a little bit deeper, because if this resonates, I have an exciting mission to invite you on. So one mission, and this is I guess you could say a lot of souls on the planet have this inside of their beautiful coded soul blueprint, part of their mission templating, and that is to do grid work and portal work. And what that means is to repair pre-existing golden crystalline grids. So when we have a look at this planet at this particular point in time, if we were to look at linear time for a moment, we could acknowledge that there's been many advanced civilizations on Earth. Atlantis, Lemuria, Shambhala, ancient Egypt, ancient Asia, ancient Africa, ancient Greece. Like, my goodness, there's Avalon. There's so many different beautiful ancient civilizations that have been and anchored quantum architecture, which means that have created crystalline grid work that supported their realities. And then there's those souls who are literally here to repair that grid work, to reactivate that grid work, to work within that crystalline grid work, and to also close down some of the grid work that's been created from more denser frequencies from the lower realms of existence. And so there are souls that are working on repairing, on activating, on opening, and on closing grids and portals. So there are literal portals of light, portal architecture that's, within the quantum architecture of this planet, which literally creates physical reality. It's the behind the scenes of what makes physical is the grids and the portals and everything linked up. And there are portals on this planet, portals that are working with timelines, with realities, portals linking up, different reality architecture to allow us to even experience what we could perceive as the illusion of linear time in third density, or the collapsing of linear time within fourth density. And there are souls that are literally missioned to take care of these portals consciously, unconsciously. Often a lot of souls on the planet are doing their missions unconsciously, where they'll be guided to go to a place, go visit a place on the planet, and just by physically being there, their own higher selves and other aspects, their multidimensionally works through their physical vessel and repairs grids. Just by them anchoring their frequency in the grid, they're like a key that turns something on. And often there's a lot of people doing this kind of work unconsciously. And then there's those that are conscious and know that they're going to do grid work and feel it and are even partaking in sections of that. And then there's those who are very conscious, who know exactly what to do. They can see the grid, they can feel the grid, they have a full sensory experience of the grid work, all the portal work, because just like with the grids, there are portals to close down, to complete. There are portals to reopen, crystalline portals of light that are creating an interconnection and allowing the new Earth timelines to form, new realities. And so mission one, which a lot of souls on the planet are missioned for, is this one. And they literally carry the crystalline codex within their DNA and the keys to do this work. Mission two is also working with pre-existing architecture, and that's working with the activation or the opening of ancient libraries of light. So there's so much coded, beautiful information and data stored within the quantum of this planet, and there are mission souls with literal keys in their field, and they've come to open those libraries, open ancient libraries from Atlantis, Lemuria, goodness, like all the ancient civilizations, libraries that have not, with codes and knowledge and wisdom, that has not been available for our civilization for a very, very, very long time. And these souls are to open these libraries, and on the next level, as they continue their ascension, to receive the knowledge and the wisdom from these libraries, embody it, co-create with it, because some of this knowledge is literally what is shaping and building a new planet, a new Earth for us. And for some of these souls, they're to teach this, they're to teach from these libraries. First open them, then teach from them, create beautiful offerings where they teach and more souls then carry the codes. And this is what stabilizes those libraries into the grid architecture and literally has it become the new normal. Of course, this is where ancient knowledge, knowledge and wisdom that we haven't had access to just becomes common knowledge when we share it with others. And that takes me back to what I was sharing, that when we fully come to our mission from this angle, we know that we have codes and teachings to share with others. And we can open up temples of light, quantum temples of light, which are beautiful offerings for the world, journeys either one-on-one or group-based, where people can receive codexes from us that we carry in this incarnation and that we stream and download from other incarnations. The ones that have the keys to open these libraries, please know the reason they are the key to those libraries is because they exist in those civilizations. Their soul incarnated in ancient Egypt, in Shambhala, in Atlantis. Like recently, a few months ago in February, I was literally, I had the most wonderful experience doing one of these missions where in Tasmania, there's a place called Cradle Mountain, and literally inside of this mountain, in a different dimensional space, is Atlantean libraries. And when I was there, one of my missions was to unlock these libraries and then to create a new grid architecture between Tasmania and Victoria and anchor that library into the grid architecture and embody it and teach from this and share this with the world. And so, of course, I've been teaching from the libraries since. Now, there are souls on the planet that do this kind of work without consciously knowing. So you could go somewhere and just by being there, you're literally supporting the ascension of this planet, yet you're consciously not accessing, the awareness of that. And at the end, I want to share a little bit more as to how you can open this up, how you can fully have an even greater experience with your senses of the quantum field to do this kind of work. Yeah, stay with me. So number 2, libraries. It's literally working with already pre-existing libraries from ancient civilizations. The reason I was able to open the Atlantean libraries within that particular quantum chamber was because another version of me was literally one of the beings that created the quantum library storage, meaning me and others incarnated in physical form created the library and stored what we believed were some of the most profound teachings, the most profound codes that needed to be preserved from the civilization before it shifted and left the physical planes as we knew it. And we knew that one day versions of ourselves in a different time configuration would open that library, download from it, and it would support them to create another golden age of existence, yet with the knowledge and the wisdom that we had accumulated. So in Atlantis, they had accumulated so much wisdom, so much knowledge, powerful technologies, and they also had lessons to share. One of the most important lessons that the Atlanteans have to teach us is that they took a ascension journey through the mind. And that, yes, that meant that they were able to create, unlock, profound technologies, understandings and knowledge of the quantum, working very powerful with the very fabrics of what creates reality. Yet, because they ascended through the mind, there was limitations. The mind can only ascend so far, and their teachings are that they don't recommend that there is such a huge emphasis on the mind, that the mind is honored, that intelligence is honored, yet where they teach and what they have to give us is the guidance to go through our heart, to choose ascension, to choose co-creating with the frequencies of love, compassion, and to evolve. That if you just focus on evolution, if you just focus here on knowledge and wisdom without cracking open the frequencies of love and the frequencies of the heart consciousness, then you can find yourself very, very smart and then destroying quite a lot around you. So each civilization has so much to share, and many of us are literally unlocking all of these libraries, downloading the wisdom, the knowledge, the technologies, which takes me to the next part of the second mission. The second mission is the keys to opening libraries of light, codexes, literal wisdom, data, everything. And it's also, and technologies, and it's also reactivating technologies, quantum technologies that were placed within the earth architecture that have been laying dormant, technologies within water that literally allow the water to produce and to shift and to create H3O, creating living water. It's a quantum water-based technologies that literally have been within this land, have been active in other civilizations that allow for the land to shift its frequency and support the conscious evolution of the planet. Technologies in the air grids, water grids, earth grids, so many different technologies. One of my missions last year was to go and activate water-based technologies within a place called Northern Rivers in Australia, which is all of these different riverways and waterfalls, and activating a technology within that particular land. That land had gone through many floods. So much water had come and washed away, and it was literally cleansing the floods that they underwent. And of course, sending so much love to any person that was affected by this. And also sharing that at the deeper levels, this was happening for full, cleansing for these technologies, for ancient technologies to come to the surface. So the densities could be cleansed. So certain grids could be closed down. Water, the element of water was doing profound work. And then these technologies came to the surface and were able to be activated again, which were literally creating four-phase water, structured water. And the importance of this is multidimensional water works like a cloud storage bank, where it can hold the light codes that are coming onto the planet, store them, and release them to people in different reality configurations across the third, fourth, fifth dimensions, and really serve with greater precision. Plus, when we connect to this water, because we are interconnected with our planet, as the planet changes and transforms and becomes more multidimensional, as the waterways are becoming more multidimensional, and we are too, when we're interconnected, it means we can store so much more of our soul memory inside of this physical vessel, which means that our physical avatar is literally transforming, and the water within us becomes this multi-dimensional water. And this is how we can connect to and store the memories of many, many, many lifetimes on this planet, other planets, other universes even, and remember them the same way we remember our childhood, our teenage years. This is where you can store so much data in a physical vessel by letting that physical vessel transform. And so mission number 2 is this, the being a key to open technologies, to activate technologies that exist in libraries that already exist. And that takes me to mission 3. Mission 3 is different from mission 1 and 2. Mission 1 and 2 are working in the pre-existing architecture that already exists from other golden ages of existence, meaning that we're, taking the best of the best from all the ancient civilizations that have been here, some that have ascended, some that fell. And with this knowledge, of course, we get to build something new. Yet mission 3 is different because there are souls on the planet right now that are carrying the codes for new grids, new portals, new libraries, new technology that has not existed, has not been a part of the ancient civilizations. It's been brought from all beautiful places of our multiverse in order to take everything that's already been here that worked, and then add this new piece to it, these new codes, these new technologies. And the reason for this is the first time that we are ascending in physical form, which means that we're actually transforming not just our consciousness, where in Shambhala, the civilizations literally transformed into pure light. They transformed out of an avatar body, and others have done this too. They have shifted and they've left their physical bodies and shifted into energetic form. Now we are transforming at every level. Physically, our bodies are literally going from a carbon-based to a light-based structure, a plasma-based structure. Everything about us is transforming. Our consciousness, our emotions, everything is transforming. And we are doing this, we're doing this in a way where we've been guided through the teachings of Lemuria and Shambhala and other advanced civilizations to do this through the heart consciousness, to ascend, to do this in the co-creation of love. Ascended masters have been guiding us to ascend through the pathways of love consciousness, and we are creating a whole new version, crystalline age of existence, a new planet. The planet is transforming. Everything about her is becoming multidimensional, and some of us have missions to activate new technologies, build new grids. Some of us have missions to work within the pre-existing ones, closing, opening, activating. This is what it really means to be a mission soul. Yeah, and then from all of this, when we are working with our own libraries of light and we're remembering literally all the pieces around Ascension, there are different missions that we have supporting Ascension. Some of us are missioned more to work with physical Ascension, supporting those to really, have the codes of allowing their physical avatar to ascend with them. Some deeply with the quantum, showing people how to navigate the quantum, go beyond the physical planes of existence, because in our ascension journey, we are literally unifying the non-physical and the physical together, where up until these stages on this planet, most people have believed that if they can't perceive it with their senses, if they can't pick it up and touch it, then it's not real. And yet at the end of it, as we ascend, we learn that the quantum field is real and that the physical realities are just one reflection of source consciousness. And the unification, there are so many non-physical beings all over this multiverse, many non-physical beings that are so advanced, powerful, ascended masters who are supporting us and to remind us that physicality is not the destination. When we unify the physical realm and the non-physical realm and the quantum realm, and they both exist in this beautiful co-creation, in a dance where we know that they're both as real as each other, as loved as each other, then that's when we're truly anchored and co-creating in fifth density and beyond. And so I wish to share these missions with you, these three main missions, because I have the honor to co-create with amazing mission souls. And I imagine that if you're watching this and this resonates for you, you are this soul. And you came here to co-create a new earth and work within it. That, by the way, this also doesn't mean that we just do quantum work. In the physical planes of existence, when we do grid work, we build new things. The ones that are missioned to bring the new are literally building new schools and new communities in the physical planes of existence. There is literal building happening, new architecture, birthing as well. So I wish to anchor that before I go to the next piece. So if this resonates for you, if you know that your soul mission and your desire to co-create a new earth is so big in your heart that you truly are excited to be part of doing missions inside and out of the money grids, Because when we do some of these missions, we literally go to different locations around the planet, or sometimes we don't even have to travel. There are technologies that enable us to work all over the world without even leaving our destination. Yet, when we do this and we're working in grids, when we're opening libraries, when we're creating new technologies, anchoring new technologies, installing new things onto this planet, technically no one pays us for this, right? You can't send an invoice to Gaia, or you can try. Yet, what does happen every time we go on one of these missions is we call back so much of our soul memory. The codes that we embody and have access to are beyond imagining, and they are priceless. And this is what supports our ascension, which means that our missions are literally an ascension path for us. And with each mission that we take, we ascend, we quantum shift faster than we can possibly imagine. We anchor into much higher timelines of abundance and love than we can possibly imagine, and we let go of. We shift, we evolve within our oversoul, within our soul consciousness. So much illusions of separations, densities, scarcities. And at the same time, I truly do believe that we're also here to create temples of ascension, to create beautiful offerings for the world, to share ascension codes with others, to support others on their journeys, because the more beautiful souls on this planet that have their soul consciousness flowing through them, that have pure light frequency flowing through them, that reclaim sovereignty and come in to be in a very conscious creative reality, this is where together we birth and we create new worlds of such peace and such fun and such play and such joy that we can't even imagine. Most of us can't even imagine how beautiful it can be, how loving and kind it can be. And so if you would love to join me on a mission to do all of this work, to build your own mission, beautiful ascension temples that do allow you to, of course, call in souls and generate abundance in the physical planes by serving at the highest level, sharing the most advanced teachings from your channel. And you would also love to be even more precise with your mission to co-create and build a new world, to remember how to work in the grids, how to create portals, close down portals, how to download technologies, install them, how to activate ancient technologies, how to unlock libraries of light and embody them and share them with others. If this excites you, then I invite you to join me and other beautiful advanced mission souls in the New Earth Mission Collective. The New Earth Mission Collective has you build and lead and scale a true mission empire of light. A mission empire of light is a multi-dimensional structure that's literally serving to build 5th, 6th, 7th, and beyond density Gaia. And I give you absolutely all of the codes, the teachings, the lessons, the wisdoms of what it truly takes to lead a very abundant, very free mission empire, serving this planet, taking a journey of ascension, serving souls and living a life of true, profound prosperity, play and joy. Somewhere there'll be a link. So check out the text description of this video and there'll be a link for you to come and receive more about what the New Earth Mission Collective is and book a call with me. This is where you click the link and you literally book a call with me where you and I will come on a Zoom chat so I can channel in and see if you are to join us and receive these really powerful initiations. In July, our next divine event that we're going to be, that I host from my home and live stream all over the world for the New Earth Mission Collective, is we're going super deep into the codes of portals, how to create portals, how to work within the portal network, literally creating crystalline portal full architecture and infrastructure and networks that are stabilizing 5th density and beyond realities and timelines for self and others, creating alternate realities outside the collectives. Really powerful work. We're also going super deep in multidimensional leadership, what it means to be a soul multidimensional leader, and to call back from other leadership lifetimes full codexes of what it to hold the energy of true leadership, to hold the field, to hold many people within your team, within your mission team, within the souls that you serve, and ultimately to remember that a true leader creates other leaders. And this is how we're able to acquire true freedom, because we are able to create other leaders around us who can walk our mission with us, call in the most precise frequency that serves with us in our missions within the money grid and our missions beyond the money grid. And that means, if this resonates for you, if you can feel it in your heart, that you're ready, like the frequency of this is here. Some of you may find it to be a little bit too much, and that's okay. I'm here when you're ready. And for those that can feel this, you can feel it in your heart that you are ready to receive advanced teachings, advanced codes, advanced initiations, to call back into this physical body your capacity to very consciously build a new earth in the quantum and in the physical planes, to create realities and timelines outside the collective limitations, alternate, beautiful timelines of your soul's desires manifested in physical. Then click the link, book a chat with me. Well, read the brochure and watch the video and book a chat with me so you know what we're going to talk about. And let's see if you're to join us. At the current recording of this video, we have 6 spots left around our round table. It is a round table that holds 21 souls. I am one of these souls, and we have 6 spots at the moment open. We are a beautiful council of light on a mission, a beautiful mission to co-create a new earth. Are you one of us?